welcome back to Brashonomics. I'm Ben Brashen, and we were just talking about how important it is to have a team, and because, well, first of all, things are just confusing. Everything seems to be complex in the world of real estate and finance, and a great team member you could have on your team is Devin Sanford, who will be recognized in the December 2012 issue of Seattle Magazine as a top 5-star professional, and is with us today to give us a little bit of information on how sellers can actually select the right broker, the right teammate, to help them sell their home. Welcome, Devin. How are you?
I'm terrific. How are you?
I'm doing real good. Justin Bieber's in town. I won't be going, but
who's Justin Bieber?
Just say that, isn't it? Well, Devin, let's kind of jump into this because you've been in real estate for a long time. You have the experience, and that has allowed you to earn the awards that kind of like the Grammys, I suppose, of the Seattle real estate market, as Justin Bieber again would be winning. Let's talk a little bit about, though, how do people go about selecting a person to help them sell their house?
In general, very poorly.
Yeah.
So, you have a terrific show here. You guys do a great job. You have team members, and you're putting good information out in front of people to help them make better choices. And that's what we decided that our focus would be. I've been involved in short sales and been involved in, foreclosures. I'm a certified foreclosure expert, but those are the things that I use to protect people, not necessarily outperforming those things. The market really has changed. You can't be the same broker you can be anymore. I specialize in listings because I have an inherent feeling inside me that says you need to just take better care of people.
Yeah, well, thank you that you think that I do that. So you want to take care of people. You're taking care of their home. I mean, I think that's the one thing that maybe that people do really understand, or maybe they don't fully realize it, but the emotions that go into buying and selling a house, it really is. You're taking care of their home, and that personal involvement, I mean, that really means a lot, doesn't it?
It really is a big thing. When you sit down with someone and you're talking about selling your home, it really is it's an emotional thing. It's an important thing. Many people have not recovered from the losses they've taken since the bubble. And, we want to help them retain as much as that as possible. And we believe, our approach is that we should share in that. And I have a broom and I use it. And I'm not afraid to get out there and roll up the sleeves, help them out a little bit. We do complimentary staging and try to give them top shelf marketing and take some of the worry out of there. And when you sit down and you negotiate a listing, who's going to pay for the repairs? Who's going to hire the people that need to be done to present a home perfectly from the curb to the back fence? And I find it easier just to roll up my sleeves and whip out my checkbook.
To do it yourself, huh?
That's right.
So, I mean, and that's different because in some ways you're trying to make sure a house sells. But most people don't think of their real estate agent as, I guess, a general contractor helping them fix up their home.
Yeah, and that's very interesting. And I'm not a general contractor, but I do have a lot of experience in new construction. And, of course, I had the shovel when I was a kid, was young, and have been many of the brokers out there have been through several home inspections, and we see the things that come up. So we really take ownership with that seller and make sure that we go through the home. We don't sign the paper, put the home on the market the next day. We want to go through and look for the holes in the pipes through the wall and make sure the insulation is tucked up tight. There are no pet droppings underneath the home, and that the home is gorgeous.
I don't think those are called pet drop-ins.
No, pest droppings. Good correction. Well, it could be.
I don't know where your dog hangs out. Ours is not under our house, though.
Yeah, but really getting involved and participating in those things. And, I recall a story when I was young. If I did something wrong, my mother would have me go out into the front yard and grab a switch from the maple tree to whoop my own behind with, and asking a seller to take a big loss and a big expense.
Where are you from?
Grew up right here in the Seattle
right
area.
Here? I have not heard pick up a switch to hit somebody with since I read Tom Sawyer or something like that.
Well, it was a pretty similar feeling to whip your own self with. So that's much like asking a buyer to say, hey, pay a 6% commission for someone, and just because Aunt Kathy passed the exam and can hang a sign and a flyer in the yard doesn't mean that they're earning it. And we go with the approach that we need to earn that and not have the seller paying for all these extra things and have to go get the branch.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. So I guess it's kind of, what I hear you saying is people go through this very emotional time. They're moving, whether they are underwater or maybe they're making a profit, which of course makes it a little easier. But there's things that you would like to see fixed up, and part of it is because you want to help them sell the house faster, but that's in both of your interests. I mean, right? You would like to sell a house. I mean, that's where you make your living. They would probably like to sell their house, and like you said, you're kind of buying into the fact that, look, I can truly help you sell this faster, and I'm willing to, as you said, pull up your sleeves to do it.
Yes, they've been through a lot, and they need to know that they have someone that they can trust. And when you're out there doing those things, and people see it, neighbors see it, it builds confidence, and they know that when things are all done, that they've done the right thing and they got the best. And they got as much money as they possibly could out of their home by paying attention to every detail.
So, you talk a little bit about, trying to get the most money out of it. And there's obviously more than just prepping the house, right? I mean, a lot of that also goes to how much you can get a buyer to pay for it. And we're here with Devin Sanford, Sanford Homes. But when you start looking at interviewing people, we talked about having that great team around you. There's different neighborhoods. There's different price points. There's condos. There's houses. There's townhomes. You name it. There's anywhere people live, there is that in which you can purchase or sell. How does somebody interview and essentially, and I guess at the end, hire an expert? And how do they make sure that that person is an expert in what they're selling?
That's an excellent question, and that's a great place to start.
The perfume girl at Nordstrom selling men's suits. It's different, right?
Right. And, I listened to your show. You had a wonderful guest yesterday who mainly works with sellers. And I do that, but I work with listing homes. And, it's very important to be an expert. And he talked about the fact that you don't necessarily want to know how to do commercial and know how to do residential, work with first-time buyers, work with foreclosures, and do all of those things. My forte is I really love baby boomers. I really love the silent generation. It's nothing more fun than speaking. Really do interview them. Interview more than one and find out, do they have a deep understanding of that neighborhood? I get up each day and I check the area that I work of about 1,525 homes, and I know every single home that is sold and every floor plan intimately, and have a great, I can do a CMA or market analysis right out of my pocket. If they want the fancy paper, I can print it out. But do they go the extra mile? And here's a big one. Most people, when they sell a home and they get a call to show their home, are getting a call from that agent, and they're setting that appointment. And then perhaps their agent will get a call with an offer, hopefully. But I've kind of developed 4 steps to a successful sale, and one is make that phone ring, and that's through great advertising. And my team member, I have a wonderful wife who I said, quit your job, you're fantastic at graphic arts, 4 6-sided flyers, let her do all that stuff. Make the phone ring through internet and websites and make it go. And then here's the big thing. When you call the MLS, my opinion is, don't put the seller's name in there. Put my name in there. I'm the salesperson. The broker's out there. A good broker should be taking the call and be intimate with that home and know how to sell that home to get the appointment. And once you have the appointment, the value equation comes in, right? The price of the home minus the value that's been built is the actual cost. So you're more likely to get something in writing if someone feels more comfortable with that home they've seen than others.
Well, Devin, we talk a lot about from the mortgage side, which is where I come from, but, giving people confidence to make a decision. And, a lot of people who are out buying homes, their mortgage lender is key to the confidence in being able to go write an offer. They know the money is going to be there. They know they can afford the home. And it sounds to me that you're kind of taking that same approach from a seller side, going, look, I deeply know this neighborhood. I know the style of home. I am, I'll do what it takes to clean it up and give you the confidence that we can very effectively sell your house.
Yes, absolutely. Let's and show it. Confidence comes in actions. The things they see. A picture says 1,000 words. And, candidly, I enjoy doing that.
I want to know how many words a video says.
I think you caught me off guard. I have no idea.
Well, Devin, truly, thank you for joining us. Really do appreciate
pleasure.
it. Again, at Devin Sanford with Devin Sanford Homes. And, hey, if you are into video, you can always catch us on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Brashonomics. We will be right back after this break with Heather Moore. You're listening to Brashonomics.